Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, I'll say welcome to the daily discussions. Right? I hope you're out there doing good. Hope you woke up today on the right side of the bed. Hope you're improving. Hope you're getting better. Hope you're excited about what's to come in the days, weeks, months, and years ahead. Right? But before we get too excited, I want to talk to you about the topic of discussion for today, which is lower your expectations. Lower my expectations. Why should I lower my expectations? I'm telling you this for your benefit. What you mean, Hawk? I got you, like I always do. Right? The reason why I want you to lower your expectations is because you have no idea the end from the beginning. You don't know what's going to happen today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. I'm not trying to be cynical. I'm not trying to be sadistic. I'm not trying to be pessimistic or even negative. I'm trying to be real. And the reality is, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know really what to hope for or to look for or to ask for. That may sound somewhat contradictory to most of the messages that I've been distributing to you guys daily, but listen to me. A lot of times when we get upset, when we get frustrated, when we get down, when we get mad, or even outright angry, 9 times out of 10, it's because of the expectations that we had that weren't met. I'm going to let you sit with that for a few seconds. A lot of times when we upset, mad, disgusted, angry, feel betrayed, or whatever, 9 times out of 10, it's because of the expectations that we had, that we set for the people around us, that we set for a particular situation, that we set for an opportunity, that we set for a chance, that we set for even ourselves, right? I want you to practice lowering your expectations. Notice I didn't say your standards. I never told you to lower your standards. No, that's another discussion that we probably will never have. Lowering your expectation allows you to be able to continue to function when you're met with bad news, when you're met with something that is unfavorable, when something terrible happens, or something unexpected forces you to lose all your progress, to start all over, or, you know what I mean? Or even change course, right? The expectations that we put on our friends, the expectations that we put on our partners, the expectations that we put on our parents, our children, our siblings, even our associates and business partners. We can find ourselves extremely angry, and even sometimes we may even feel betrayed because of the expectations that we set for ourselves and others, right? I used to work at McDonald's when I was a young whippersnapper in high school. I used to work at McDonald's. And there was this thing that they got with the fries called the golden standard, if I'm remembering this correctly, right? The golden standard. The golden standard has something to do with customer service. McDonald's, right? I think what they're really known for is those French fries. Burger King, they known for they Whoppers. You know what I mean? Wendy's, they're known for their chili and their Frosties. You know what I mean? All these fast food chains and these corporations, businesses, whatever, they all have something that is expected from the consumer. Like when you go to these places, you expect the fries to be hot and fresh. You expect the burger to taste just as good, if not better, than it did the last time you had it when you went there. You have an expectation, right? So McDonald's standard, right? They don't want the French fries that just came out the grease, right? The French fries that just came out the grease, they don't want them sitting on the shelf for more than 7 minutes. There's a reason why. Because when you come to McDonald's, you expect the fries that you get with your meal, or even just the fries you get alone, to be hot, crisp, little bit salty, and fresh. Even though they're about as nutritional as cardboard can be, because it's just what it tastes like if you keep eating that shit. It's just like cardboard. But look, right? That expectation that you have when you go to McDonald's and you don't get that golden standard of expectation, you're upset, you're mad. You're even willing to throw the food in the cashier or the associate's face. You know what I mean? I've seen people do stupid shit like that. I mean, me, I don't let my anger get the better of me to where, you know what I mean, I'm upset at somebody for something wrong. I'm just like, you know what I mean? McDonald's makes millions and billions of dollars. I'll just take this back and tell them my order was wrong. How long would it be, till I get another one? Okay, I can wait. As long as I'm not in a rush, But when you're in a rush, it's just like, all right, just let me get my money back. Y'all have a nice day. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? Don't have your expectations set so high for something so trash, so garbage, so mediocre. You know what I mean? I know sometimes we gotta go there because out of convenience, like we're either on the road or we're in a rush, we don't have much time. You know what I mean? We got things to do. You know what I mean? It's understandable. But remember, you're going to a fast food spot. You're not going to a 5-star restaurant. You know what I mean? Where the experience is really what you're paying for. You know what I mean? That's something totally different, right? But that's just fast food. That's just fast food. Let me give you an example with relationships. This one, you might want to get your pen and pad out for this one. Ooh wee, right? When you set your expectations of your significant other, or someone you're seeing or dating, possibly becoming your significant other, right? You should always keep your expectations low. Especially with the stock that we got out here today, you should always keep your expectations low. When you do that, you'll never be disappointed. You'll never be upset. You'll never be angry. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And just people in general. Remember this. Remember this. People are people. People are not perfect. You know what I mean? Even though I said that we are in our own way in another video, Imperfect Profession. Check that out if you haven't already. Right? The reality is we are not perfect. We're flawed. Right? People are going to make mistakes. People going to mess up. You know what I mean? People going to forget. You know what I mean? People are not going to, you know what I mean, come through for you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So what you should do, instead of expecting, oh, I know they're going to be there for me, I know they're going to have my back, I know they're going this, I know they're going that, I know they're going to look out for me. Instead of doing that, expect nobody to do a damn thing for you. And if you expect that, you'll never be disappointed when it happens, and you'll always be overjoyed when somebody just extends a hand out. Right? You see, just in that example alone, you can already see the benefit that can be had when you lower your expectations. Like that, the entitled spirit that we have with so many young people and even older people today, right? We we are so entitled. We expect things to go our way. We expect the best case scenario. We expect, you know what I mean, the world to revolve around us. You know what I mean? But that is always, almost always contrary to the case. When you are so locked in with a particular scenario, a particular ideal, when it doesn't come through for you, you angry, you upset, you're mad, you ready to just destroy the world. Right? But when you don't really care, you know what I mean? You don't let things rattle you and shake you up and bother you. Like back to the relationship example, right? You expect, I'm gonna speak to the men. You expect this woman to cook for you, to clean for you. You expect this woman to almost always agree with you, never give you no back talk, or whatever ideal you have for this woman. But you don't know nothing about her background. You don't know what she's been through. You don't know how she sees the world. You don't know how she views men. All these different things. You know what I mean? You just see her. She looks very attractive. She looks like a nice woman. She has a classy dress code with her. You know what I mean? Like, that happened to me before. I met a woman, like the first time I saw her, she had on like it might have been something similar to like a pantsuit, but like the way she wore it, like I was like, damn, I really like her style. That was the first time in my life I actually saw a woman and said that to myself, like, I really like her style. Right? I actually went over and talked to her. If she's watching this video, hey, how you doing? I know we didn't work out, but I hope you're doing well. Right? See, the reason why me and that young lady didn't work out was because I think we both had expectations that the other was not willing to meet. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go too deep into that. You know what I mean? But once I lowered my expectations when it came to dating, relationships, women, friends, anything involving people, you know what I'm saying? I lower my expectations to the lowest level possible. That way I'm never disappointed. I'm never upset with them. I'm never mad, because I expect them to mess up. I expect them to not get it. I expect them to not meet me where I'm at. I expect them to be more self-centered. I expect them to not be compassionate. I expect this. And because I expect this, right, my expectations are low. My expectations, they skate along the outskirts of the predictability when it comes to humanity and our behaviors, and you know what I mean? I keep my expectations there. But my standards, I keep them high. When someone breaks past my expectations and they reach my level of standard, oh man, I'll give them the utmost respect. I will ask them, is there anything I could do to, you know what I'm saying, make things better? Like, cause I'm like, man, This person is serious. This person knows what needs to be done. This person understands what's expected of me, or what's expected of what needs to be done, or whatever. What's expected in this relationship, right? When I meet people like that, I like to treat them well. I like to treat them good. I like to treat them with respect, because it's very rare that you find someone that meets your standards, not your expectations, your standards. Your standards, right? When it comes to relationships, expect the lowest. Don't expect the best. Don't expect you deserve to have the best that you possibly. Don't expect that. Don't expect that. You're going to constantly end up disappointed, upset, mad, angry, whatever, because your expectations are too high. Your expectations are too high. And maybe your standards are too. But giving you another example for expectations, right? I remember I was working with my father. We was doing some welding fabrications when I worked in construction up in New York, right? We worked, was it 12-hour days? I can't remember how long. I think we was working either 12 or 16. No, it had to have been 12. 16. Now, how you gonna work 16? It was 12-hour days that we was working. The whole week. 12-hour days. I think it was 6 days. We worked 6 days in a row for 12 hours. The expectations that I had from my check was not met. The expectation that I had from my check for working over 60 hours, 60 hours in a week, it did not meet my expectations. Why didn't it meet my expectations? Because of taxes. And the way taxes work is, it's percentage based. So the more that you make, the more they will take. That's how it works. That's how it works. So the more you make, the more they take. So I said to myself, damn, I'm only getting a little bit more than what I usually get. And the reason why is because I worked overtime. When you're working overtime, you should limit it. You know what I mean? You shouldn't go overboard, because the amount of time, energy, and whatever else you sacrificed, you're not going to get it back. You're just not. It's not going to happen. So when it comes to working overtime, don't go overboard. Don't go overboard, because you're not going to get what you expecting you're going to get. Right? Now, another thing when it comes to lowering your expectations, success. Lower your expectations of success. No, seriously. Lower your expectations of success. Tying into the same thing I said earlier, when you keep your expectations low, it's much more difficult for you to be shaken, for you to be disappointed, for you to get upset at what you hope to happen not happening, right? If you dedicated your whole life since a child to a particular sport, right, and there's a lot of people that do this, to a particular sport, and you don't get that call for the NBA draft, for the NFL draft. I don't know how it goes in soccer and hockey or stuff, because I never indulged into those things, or baseball or whatever. But if you dedicated your entire life to being an athlete, and you didn't get that acceptance letter, you didn't get that call, your whole world is going to crumble. You may even be thinking about unaliving yourself. You may want to jump off a bridge or something. Because you're going to be like, there's no point in living. I gave everything I had for this and it wasn't enough. Right? Your expectations that you set for yourself were way too high. And we're not saying that you didn't have the potential or even still don't have the potential to make it. The reality is, the people that actually make it to that plateau of success that you are led to believe is the epitome of success? No, bro. When you realize that their success was handpicked for them, they were chosen by people who could make it possible, right? That's why these people don't have independent thought. These people don't have independent action. These people can still be prosecuted by the fullest extent of the law, regardless of how much money they have. If they cross a certain line, it's all over. Case in point, Sean Combs. Case in point. You know what I mean? You have to let go of what you think you deserve. You have to let go of all these things you expect out of life. The only thing you should expect is that one day you're not going to be here, because that's guaranteed. You can bet on your guarantees. It's okay. It's okay. You can bet on your guarantees. You know what I mean? When it comes to having your expectations extremely high, you're going to always be disappointed, befuddled, bewildered, flabbergasted when it don't come to, right? Lowering your expectations is a great way. What's going on, man? Peace and blessings. Same to you, my brother. Lowering your expectations is a good way to keep yourself in a good frame of mind. It's a good way to keep yourself in a healthy state of mind. Because like I said earlier, people will let you down. People will disappoint you. You know what I mean? Their priority is not you. So when you can put yourself in a situation where you expect to be let down, or you expect them not to do X, Y, and Z, you're all right. You expect this. You don't feel betrayed or let down that they didn't come through for you, or they didn't make it happen for you. You know what I mean? You got to expect that from yourself, not other people. You naked came out into the world, naked shall I return. Like, I was here, I came here by myself, right? I'm not expecting y'all to leave with me, right? That's the reality, right? Like the brother that just passed with the dog. He was trying to give me a warning that the dog was coming. I'm like, it's okay. The reason why is because I expect that the dog can read my energy. I'm not a threat. I'm not trying to run. Dogs chase when you run. Dogs chase when you run. You know what I mean? When you run, a dog thinks you want to play. You know what I mean? And then when they get up close to you, it can smell your fear and see your defensive energy. Then it's gonna attack you, right? Animals are so pure, especially when they're domesticated. They're used to humans. They understand. They understand that humans aren't really trying to be a threat. Humans just like having them around. Like, you know what I mean? And pets like us because we give them food and we caress and pet them. Like that feels good. Like if you've ever been massaged or rubbed, that's a really good feeling. You know what I mean? When you come from a world where everybody turns you away, shuns you, is fending for themselves, taking your food, you know what I mean? When you come from a dog-eat-dog world, when you have that expectation that I might not make it to tomorrow, and you come into a place where every day they give you more than enough food, you can lay around how you want, You know what I mean? You can enjoy. You become overjoyed and your tail start wagging and you get happy when they come into the door because this is the life. I never expected to have this standard of life. This is the best possible existence I could have while I'm here, and I get to share it with these beings that love me. You know what I mean? I'm sure that's probably the best, even poor, wealthy pets, the best experience on this planet is to be a pet because they don't have to do nothing. I'm not talking about pets that are in the circus and, you know what I mean, pets that gotta do tricks and shit. No, I'm talking about pets that we just love on and take care of because we want to care for it. You know what I mean? To all my animal lovers out there, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Animals are pure. You know what I mean? They are pure. They're not wicked. They're not twisted. They're just trying to survive. You know what I mean? Their expectations is that I may not make it. You know what I mean? I may not make it through this season. I may not make it to the next sunrise. So I gotta make sure that I preserve myself the best way possible. And that's gathering food. That's gathering resources. That's hunting. That's being stealth. That's camouflage. Right? They have expectations that are set in the standard of reality so that they can survive. Right? We don't have that. We live in civilization where if we have enough money, we'll live in a lap of luxury. We'll never have to contribute anything to society but these paper greenbacks or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Your expectations is what's ruining you. Your expectations is what's making life hard for you. Your expectations. This is what I want you to do. I want you to turn your back on your expectations and have hope. Hope. Not expectations. Have hope that things will go good. Have hope that things will work out. Have hope that you'll see better days. Right? I feel like expectations is almost like being prideful. You know what I mean? I feel like the creator, he'll just, when you have expectations that are lofty, or he'll just let you keep having them and just little by little show you that you're never going to get it. You're never going to have that. That's never going to be your reality. Right? Or, like I said before, he'll just slap you in the face. He'll just slap you in the face like, and people will just tell you, hell no, that's not going to happen for you. Right? No. Because some people can really see the reality. This disillusionment that most people are living under nowadays is because of their expectations. They have grandeur expectations. You know what I mean? Your expectations will ruin you. Your expectations will destroy you. Your expectations will disintegrate everything you thought was reality. That's why you got that meme, expectations versus reality. Because expectations is almost synonymous with fantasy. You know what I mean? It's almost a one-to-one parallel, right? The Disney princess fantasy, every woman wants a knight in shining armor. You know what I mean? The guy to come and save her and save the day, kill the dragon, and everybody likes this guy, right? And then the reality is, he may have good qualities, but he may be sought after millions of women. So why would he pick you? Or even better yet, he may truly be a monster deep down inside. You know what I mean? Let go of the fantasies. Let go of the expectations. Let go of all of that. And let God be God. Let life be life. Let you be you. Let it be it. It is what it is. Right? Lower your expectations. Raise your vibration. And just enjoy the ride. We're not here for that long. When you let go of your expectations, you can actually start enjoying life again. Turn your back on your expectations. Do that 180. Turn your back on it. And remember, not your standards turn your back on. Your expectations, what you expect from other people, what you expect out of life, what you expect from God, what you expect from your situation, what you expect from your job, what you expect from your significant other, what you expect from nature, what you expect from politics, especially. Lower your expectations, and I guarantee you, you will be much better off mentally, physically, and spiritually. So, with that being said, Professor Hawk signing out. Hawk Sensei bids you adieu. Let's expand. Let's grow. Let's go. Till next time.